Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming cars in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespass, and you need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter? Is it?
Yeah.
Is that a criminal offence? See, it's funny because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
I can't deal. If an officer has committed an offence, I can't deal with that. It's not on my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up or our PSD.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
Okay. If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to listen...
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it.
On-camera action courtesy of Power to the Proletariat. Link in the description. Right out of the gate, officers tried to bluff authority they didn't have. But this auditor wasn't budging. Calm voice. Firm questions. And not a single officer could quote the law they claim to enforce. This isn't just another audit. This is a real-time stress test of British policing. A camera versus a badge. And the badge is already losing.
PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
I'm DC 424.
DC 424. And you're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying this is private property. This is a police car park.
Okay.
It's private property. So if you want to come back over there, by all means, we can go and try and sort out whatever your complaint is, but it's having it in our private property.
Okay.
We're not going to have that. So if you want to come over to the foyer, no problems at all. We can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property.
They tried to claim trespass. But here's the truth. Without clear signs or barriers, the public has an implied right of access. No law broken, no crime committed. Yet these officers pushed harder, not with legislation, but with intimidation. And intimidation only works when you don't know your rights.
Hard as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say. But
No, because you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car park.
Okay, so I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Over here, please, because we're not.
If a police, so you're a DC, so you're a ranking officer.
No, we're all the same rank.
You just said DC.
Yeah.
That's detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police
No, it's
constable? Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk. Then don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant.
Plainclothes officers thought they could turn up and instantly control the situation. They asked for ID, but never produced their own. They spoke of security risks, but couldn't point to a single breach. In Britain, police powers come from law, not from feelings. If they can't cite a statute, they don't have the authority.
Yeah,
Can you move away from the marked vehicle, please?
Just so you know, guys, this is how far away I am. I'm not like anywhere near touching it. Yeah, so these ones are kept quite clean and tidy. Can't really see much, need to get a reflection, but there we go. Interesting. Any more marked vehicles around? No.
Every attempt to trip him up failed. He knew the difference between a public road and a pedestrian path. He knew that private property doesn't erase public rights without proper notice. The officers didn't expect an ordinary man to outmatch them on their own turf. But that's exactly what was happening.
Working.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is a good place at work.
So we've got another PC.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible, the most sensible person so far. You a sergeant?
Yeah, I am. For my
Thank you. Finally, right? Okay. Well, we'll move away from the PCs because.
Are we alright standing over there so the cars can move around?
Oh well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here, it's fine. We've got plenty of room.
It's actually really standing.
We've got plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs, to be honest. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is there's operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed.
Then, a shift. A sergeant steps in, and for once, someone in uniform knows what they're talking about. No raised voice. No threats. Just honest dialogue. Finally, an officer who treats the public with respect rather than suspicion.
Straight away, first thing, as soon as I get here, parked on the roundabout,
Right.
on the double yellows,
Yeah.
engine on, idling, on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite bluntly. I say, "Afternoon. Is there a reason you're parked on double yellows with your engine on your mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He says, "I'm doing work. I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you on the phone to emergency services?
Yeah.
Are you paying at a drive-through?"
Okay.
No, he
Okay.
just rolls his window up.
Right. Okay. So you're saying you've seen an officer there. They've been sat there.
Yep.
idling it, right? I understand.
Yeah. So idling's an offence.
Yeah.
Idling your vehicle, being on your phone.
The hypocrisy couldn't be clearer. Officers harassed a lawful cameraman while ignoring a colleague blatantly breaking traffic laws outside the station. Double yellows, engine idling. On the phone, a breach of the very laws they're paid to enforce. When you shine a light on police behavior, you see who follows the rules and who doesn't.
I was trying to have with them, or
Yes.
trying to tell them, right? So they're saying it's secure, it's restricted. You got the gates and all of that. I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right of way. A right of way is a public road,
Yes.
right? It's not a public pavement. A right of way is a.
This is a private.
Yes, okay,
premises.
but I'm getting to that bit. Okay, bear with me. So yes, it's private, but in a private
Yeah.
premises, you can still have a public area. A public area does not define whether it's public property
This
or
isn't
not.
a public area.
Okay, so.
But you're
as
wanting to check.
no. So as I've walked up towards the reception area, and then I've literally walked through here.
Yeah.
No signage for pedestrians saying private property, no public access.
You know
that
what?
would be the
Completely
key.
agree with you. Yeah.
All right. So yes, it is private.
Here's the law in plain. Trespass is a civil matter, not a criminal offense. Police can't arrest you for standing on private land. Unless it escalates to aggravated trespass. Pace powers don't allow officers to demand ID without suspicion of a crime. Only the landowner can revoke access. And even then, you must be given a chance to leave peacefully. In other words, badges don't create powers. The law does.
I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, and you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there, but in terms of, you've raised a few things, haven't you? So right now, that implied consent of a sign is removed, so are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk? Just
No,
on
I'm
the
still going
pavement?
to stay here.
Okay, but what? But I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I appreciate that, and that's why I'm not being
But
as belligerent with you. But I am going to stand firm
I guess
on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed.
Yeah.
Because I agree, it isn't enough signage.
Yeah.
So
Because
can you help me understand that rationale?
Because at the end of the day, they were not a gentleman. I've not met him yet,
Yeah.
but the ladies were so belligerent about it, and the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here, and absolutely was doing something wrong. Especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her. I was not interested. Not her business, because she's a response officer.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that.
So
You see what I mean? That seems like a favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line,
Okay,
and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but
Yeah.
she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to.
Yeah.
But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this, apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with that.
What I can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse. But
It's
you
not
can-
even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you do with these audits. You understand that they're going to provoke a reaction in terms of a security response. That's going to happen, isn't it?
Not
So-
always. I've been to plenty of places, plenty of police stations, headquarters, where they just leave me to it.
Okay, but I'd imagine they would have spoke to you at some. They would have.
Knowledge
said,
beat
"Hello."
intimidation. The sergeant didn't escalate. He didn't fabricate powers he didn't have. He listened. He learned. And in doing so, he showed every officer present how policing should be done. Professional, lawful, calm, respectful. Know your rights, or someone else will decide them for you. Stay calm. It forces authority to do the same. Respect is earned, not handed out with a uniform.
No.
Said hello. They didn't say anything to
No.
you. Okay, well that might be because they didn't notice. Generally speaking,
No,
if someone-
they see me. They might give a
we had
wave,
people
but
in a police station car park going around different cars, we'd usually stop to say, just as I've done with you,
Yeah.
I'm not demanding your details. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
give me them, as you bloody well know. Not trying to make your life in any way difficult. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I want to help enable you to do your audit and what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But as you've just explained, once that right has been revoked for the
Sure.
private premises,
Sure.
it's been revoked.
Right.
So the fact that you have been
Audits like this matter. they educate officers. They protect the public, and they expose the gap between power and the law. If you value accountability, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more fearless audits. Because when the public knows their rights, authority has no choice but to respect them.